wake up, this is what you gotta do. You gotta crush the day before it crushes you. Every day I'm here to motivate, lead the way in the AM. I don't want you to hear these words, I need you to feel what I'm saying. Oh, you gotta crush the day before it crushes you. You gotta crush the day before it crushes you. In the building, Jimmy Wilson, motivation's coming, I can feel it. First thing that you need to do is crush the day before it crushes you.
What you see in your timeline is subconsciously programming your thoughts and becoming the reels you play in your mind all day long. I know, crazy, right? Here I am in your timeline telling you about the things you see in your timeline, but I'm doing it with good reason, because what we see all day, the things that we think about, the thoughts that we have, those are what dictate the outcomes and the results that we get in our lives. So if you're someone who wakes up and immediately turns on something that has a negative connotation or a toxic atmosphere, such as the news, politics, things like that, right? To me personally, I find that that is just a negative space. Now, you might also have people in your life, your community, who are very negative, right? They have that victim mentality. They're always blaming someone else for the problems they have in their life. You could be that very person. I hope not. That's kind of why we're, here. That's why I create these podcast episodes, because I want to help give you, some simple ways to get out there and just be a better version of yourself. And that starts with what content you consume on a daily basis. Trust me, I understand. I grew up listening to hip hop and, slanging dope and all the things that go along with growing up in the inner city. And I recognize now that when I listen to that sort of content, it tends to put me in that sort of headspace. And that sort of headspace isn't the kind of thing that's going to help me become the greatest version of myself by helping others become better versions, by being an example. That's not how this works. So I have to program myself and make sure that the people I'm surrounded with on social media, the content that I'm engaging with on a day-to-day basis, is of that mindset of success, of abundance, of gratitude. Because if you're not focused on those things, you're not going to get them in your life. A lot of people find that they're focusing, they're wanting some different result, but the things they're focusing on aren't tied into getting that result, right? You can't talk about wanting to be in shape and getting more out of life and then hang out and be lazy and listen to songs about just selling dope and doing nothing all day. That's not going to get you to where you want to be. Same thing with the content you're seeing on social media. If you see someone's pieces of information that they're putting out and it's negative, it's draining, it's literally taking away from your ability to have a good day because it is something that bothers you, just ignore it. You don't have to see their content. You don't have to engage with others just because they put it out there. You get the choice of what you consume on a day-to-day basis. And once again, the things that you program yourself with subconsciously, the things that you look at on social media, those are the thoughts and the reels that you start creating in your own mind. So what kind of content do you want to see? Who do you want to become? That's what's going to make a difference in your life.
If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to go back and check out all the previous episodes. Make sure you subscribe and share this podcast with other like-minded, success-driven individuals who want to crush it. Check the show notes and grab your Crushing the Day swag over at crushingtheday.com. And remember, crush the day before it crushes you.
You gotta crush the day before it crushes you.